Morning guys, and welcome back once again to I Like Watches. As you can see, the Tactical Frog has finally arrived. I know a number of you have been looking forward to seeing some content on this watch. It looks pretty good. I've been looking forward to getting my hands on it, so I was really quite disappointed when it didn't turn up with all the other watches I ordered during the last AliExpress sale. Yeah, it was missing, and when I went on to AliExpress to have a look to see what was going on, it hadn't even been sent by the store yet. I actually reached out to them and said, "Oi, what's going on with my watch? Where is it?" And they said, "Well, it's not even been made yet." That's a bit naughty, isn't it? Selling watches that you haven't even made yet. And I don't recall me placing a pre-order. I'm pretty sure I was ordering a watch that I thought was in stock. Have you got any experience of that happening to you guys on AliExpress? Let me know in the comments section. I'd like to know how common that is. Anyway, I obviously complained and said I want my money back, but they said, no, we can definitely get your watch to you in the next couple of weeks. And true to their word, it is here. So I wouldn't say all is forgiven, but still, it has arrived. And there it is. Look, it is a homage watch, a rather good looking homage watch. I think it's a little bit bigger actually than I was expecting. It's, according to the listing, 40mm in diameter, but sort of square cased watches like this do tend to wear quite a bit bigger than their dimensions suggest. If I was to hold this next to a 40mm diameter watch with a circular case, I think it would look quite a bit bigger. But I love the color. Look at that beautiful fading olive green dial, and VK64 Seiko Mecha Quartz movements inside this watch. Right, let's get the plastic off and we can have a good look at this thing. Right, there we go. I've removed all the plastic, and my first impressions are, yeah, definitely bigger and heavier than I was expecting or hoping for. Also, the bracelet just feels a little bit, I don't know, jangly, and the clasp as well doesn't feel like the best quality, but we have to remember this watch is $116 at the moment, I think. So we shouldn't expect San Martin, Chronos, Heimdallr sort of Bolton-y quality. $116, that's well, just over €100, under £100. And you've got a VK64 movement inside of this, you know, a proper Seiko movement. So, yeah, I'm not expecting the best build quality I've ever seen. But yeah, I think it's just the weight and the size that's caught me off guard a little bit. Let's move the hands. Actually, we'll do that first. There we go. We can now have a proper good look at the dial. Love the colour, and there's some decent symmetry to it, isn't there? Two subdials, and then you've got the date complication at the 6, and the print on the dial seems to be sort of raised off the surface of the dial. Love the colour as well. Love that sort of fading olive green colour. It's got a bit of a vintage vibe to it, doesn't it? Yeah, very, very nice. The subdials, 24-hour subdial, not that useful. Minutes for the chronograph, and then you've got the running seconds hand for the chronograph on the main dial. Start, stop, it's a snap back chronograph movement, and yeah, no running seconds complication, unfortunately. So I know that is going to put a few people off. I don't like it because there's just, well, nothing happening on the dial when the watch is, well, essentially just working normally like this. But still, good looking watch for sure. I like it. And yeah, bracelet seems to be finished fairly nicely. There are some polished center links, brushed H links. Look, they are solid links, solid end links. It's an integrated bracelet, so you're not going to be able to wear this on an alternative strap, unfortunately. A fairly wide bracelet leading down to a fairly wide clasp. Look, milled inner elements and an extension by the looks of it. Yeah, a rather large one. It's not really a sweaty day extension. 3 micro adjustments. Yeah, it doesn't look like the best quality extension either. But again, $116. We shouldn't forget that. It clicks back into place fairly nicely. The finishing on the shell of the clasp seems nice enough. You've got Tactical Frog there, look. Double pushers, no safety latch. A screw down or screwed down case back and some specifications and a logo on there, look. 100 meters of water resistance with this watch. So pull push crown and a screwed down case back with 4 screws. Nothing on the crown. Polished crown, polished pushers. A little bit of polishing on the case by the looks of it. Some polished, very slim chamfered edges, brushing on the side and the top of the case. Polished bezel look, applied indices, fairly simple hands, but just a beautiful dial. I love the colour and love the look of the dial. Gorgeous. Right, it's got screw pins, so let me grab a screwdriver. There's one over there, and I'll resize it and get it on the wrist. Right, here it is then on my roughly average sized wrist. It doesn't look as big on my wrist as I was expecting, but it still doesn't look like a 40mm watch, does it? To me anyway. I'm used to 40mm watches looking a little bit smaller than that. There is decent weight distribution though all the way around the wrist, because the bracelet is quite broad still, as is the clasp, and well, there's a decent amount of weight in this case. It's not the smallest or lightest chronograph I have ever held, and so you want a decent amount of weight in that bracelet to help control the weight in the case. But as you can see, it's not wobbling on top of my wrist at all. So yeah, it's comfortable. It is comfortable. It's broad, so there's a lot of surface contact with your skin, so it's spreading the weight out over a broader area, and yeah, it doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. I've been able to get a very comfortable fit using the micro adjustments there, look. So yeah, I'm happy with the way it looks. I'm happy with the way it feels. I would prefer it if it was a little bit smaller. I would have preferred them to have used a movement that has a running seconds hand. I would have preferred them to sell me a watch that they had in stock. But anyway, it's here. And actually, I'm quite pleased with it. Let's not forget, $116 at the moment. Yeah, I think it represents pretty good value for money. Right, while I'm signing off, I'll show you some more macro shots and some footage of the loom degrading. Guys, let me know what you think of this watch in the comments section. Is it what you were expecting? Is it better? Is it worse? What about the integrated bracelet? Is that going to put you off? I don't think it's putting me off, because I think this watch looks good with this integrated bracelet, and it's probably not a watch that I would be looking to pair with any other bracelet or strap. And yeah, integrated bracelets on AliExpress seem to be all the rage at the moment. There's so many watches with integrated bracelets on AliExpress. You could almost produce a video on the top 10. Maybe I will. I think actually someone has suggested that to me already, so I can't take credit for that idea. Anyway, right, I'm going to let you guys go now. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments section.